These past few years, Eze has emerged as one of the Premier League's most exciting attackers, combining dazzling dribbling with creativity and flair. But what truly sets Eze apart from his peers? And is he good enough to contribute to a title contender? Eze operates mainly in central areas, in those dangerous pockets between the lines. These zones are heavily guarded by defences, but if you come out on top, you leave defences scrambling to recover. It takes a rare mix of technical quality and confidence to play effectively in these spaces, and that's exactly what Eze brings. Have a look at this play. Eze received the ball with his back to goal, the defender tight behind him and breathing down his neck. He immediately lowers his stance, getting himself between the ball and the defender to protect possession before spinning away. Notice how he slows down and straightens into a more upright posture, lulling the next defender into a false sense of security, catching them on their heels before slipping the ball through their legs. He's drawn multiple defenders towards him. Now he has a lot of options. He can pass to the fullback, drive further into space, or slip a ball into the centre of the pitch. In just a few seconds, he's flipped the entire dynamic, turning a high-pressure situation into a dangerous attacking opportunity. A similar pattern unfolds here. Eze spots the defender stepping up to press and quickly moves into the space that's left behind. As the pass is played into him, he takes a lovely first touch, immediately getting himself between the ball and the defender. Watch how he uses his balance and strength, lowers his stance and extends his arm to fend off the challenge, making it almost impossible to dispossess him. Then, with a sharp deceleration, he gets the defender off balance, creating the perfect window to slip a pass into his teammate. Eze's ability to navigate these tight central areas and collapse defences is a highly valuable trait. His gravity, the way he draws multiple defenders towards him, creates space and time for those around him, allowing his teammates to operate under less pressure and in more advantageous positions. Take a look at this dribble map of Eze in the final third. Right away you can see a clear pattern. The highest concentration of his successful dribbles happen just outside and around the edge of the box. The central pockets where defences are most compact. Looking closer at the stats, he faces centre-backs 37 times, keeping possession on 26 of those dribbles. That's over 70% retention against some of the toughest defenders in the league. Against defensive midfielders, he kept the ball 71% of the times, and even more impressively, when pressed by attacking and central midfielders higher up the pitch, his retention soared to nearly 88%. Eze is a fantastic dribbler, capable of consistently breaking open compact defences with his tight space control and explosive change of pace. But there are times where he can be a bit lax and lose the ball in dangerous areas, a reminder that even his best traits come with risk. Encouragingly, his miscontrol stats show clear progression. Last season he averaged 3.38 miscontrols per 90, but brought that figure down significantly to just 1.91 per 90 in the 24-25 season, highlighting a growing maturity in his game. We've seen the qualities that make Eze such a dangerous dribbler, but the big question is, can he turn those moments into real impact in the final third? Eze isn't afraid to shoot, often creating chances on his own through quick dribbles and clever touches. He looks to make a difference by taking responsibility in the final third, driving into the box and letting it fly from distance. Here, you see how Eze shuffles his feet, keeping the ball close and teasing the defender into overcommitting as he's about to exit to the left. Then, he drops his stance, he gets really low and pushes off with his back leg with power, cutting sharply inside to the right. Notice how he loads that back leg, extending it fully to generate a quick and explosive step. He's not even facing the direction he's about to move. This subtle body positioning doesn't just set him up for the shot, it also protects him from being dispossessed, and he wastes no time once he finds the angle, getting his shot off quickly with a knuckleball that leaves the keeper scrambling. Again, watch this move. Eze receives the ball between the lines, with the defender stepping up to engage. He uses the sole of his foot to control the ball completely, slowing the play as if he's about to lay it off to the fullback. The opposition defenders all are expecting a safe pass, and they relax as if there's no imminent danger. But with a brilliant disguise, Eze shifts the ball back onto his right foot and attacks the space they've left behind, striking a powerful shot that forces the keeper into action. His dribbling and ability to shift momentum let him get shots off quickly, and he's shown he can be a real threat from distance. However, this season his shooting from outside the box has taken a noticeable hit. In the 2 seasons prior, he scored 4 goals from distance, but this year he's managed just 2, despite his average shot distance and volume remaining similar. More concerning is a sharp drop in his shot accuracy, from 40.2% on target in 23-24 down to just 27% this season. While he's capable of spectacular strikes, he's also been forcing difficult, ill-advised shots that don't trouble the keeper. Could this be due to excessive force? Long-range shots demand a lot of power, and over time that strain can cause a lot of toll on the body. Eze has struggled with muscular injuries over the past 2 seasons, which may be affecting his shooting consistency. Inside the box, Eze has shown a ton of composure, staying cool in chaotic situations, but that same relaxed playstyle can also work against him. At times when attacking cutbacks and one-on-one scenarios, he approaches with minimal conviction, passing up clear opportunities to score. He's left goals on the table because of this, although towards the end of the season, he improved significantly, even scoring from a cutback in the cup final. With just a few subtle tweaks to his technique and decision making, Eze could attack these moments with more conviction, which would make him an even greater goal threat. But goals alone don't define Eze, his creativity might be just as valuable. Eze's creativity goes beyond flashy dribbles. He scans well before receiving, delivers weighted passes into space, and has the vision to break lines, whether in open play or precise dead ball deliveries. Watch Eze here, positioned perfectly between the lines, constantly scanning for open space to exploit. He waits patiently, baiting the defense into stepping up on his initial movement, before sharply changing direction to make himself available for the pass. As the centre-half steps out to engage, he leaves a gap for the striker to attack. The ball arrives to Eze's feet, and with a brilliant back heel, he slips his teammate through on goal. A moment of creativity that perfectly shows how he manipulates defenders to open up dangerous opportunities. This is probably my favourite play from Eze all season. It puts his composure and skill on full display. As the cross comes in from the right, it drops perfectly for Eze to strike first time on goal. He even shapes up as if he's going to shoot, but there's 2 defenders in front of him. Instead of forcing a shot through a crowded area, he shows incredible awareness, playing a delicate flick to his teammate that's unmarked, who slots it away easily. It's a moment that perfectly sums up Eze's ability to keep his cool, disguise his intention, and create high-end quality chances for others. Eze's creativity is reflected in the numbers. He ranks 7th in the Premier League for shot creating actions per 90 among players with at least 24 games, averaging nearly 4.7 chances created per 90. Interestingly, despite ranking only 56th for touches inside the penalty area, he still finds ways to consistently unlock defences, proving his value as a creative force even from deeper positions. And he's comfortable in these deeper areas, often creating something out of nothing. Watch this play. Eze slows the game down, initially looking as if he's going to recycle possession by passing it backwards. He turns his back to goal, and the defence responds by shifting in that direction, anticipating the safe option. But then, with a sharp cutback, he attacks a space they vacated, bursting forward and delivering a dangerous cross into the box with his weaker left foot. It's the kind of moment that highlights how Eze can manufacture chances even when it looks like nothing is on. He has clear upside to reach another level in this aspect. With more time spent in the final third and inside the opposition penalty area, his assist numbers will no doubt rise. Even now, he ranks amongst the Premier League's best creative players, despite spending relatively little time inside the opponent's box. It's a testament to how dangerous Eze can be and how much more he could offer. Eze has been heavily linked with Arsenal. Although the deal is still at early stages, I wanted to have a look at how he'd potentially fit at Arsenal and if it would be a good move for both parties. For Palace, Eze operates mainly on the inside left, with the freedom to cut inside or drift wide depending on the situation. It's a role that mirrors the attacking structure at Arsenal, where the team often attacks with 5 players. But while Palace rely on their fullbacks to provide width, Arsenal use their wingers to stretch the pitch. Instead of having a true creative force in that inside left channel, Arteta has used Rice there recently. Over the years, we've seen Arteta evolve that role, from a high-volume passer in Xhaka to a low-touch in-behind runner like Havertz, and now an all-action midfielder in Rice. However, the balance on that side of the pitch has often felt lacking for Arsenal. A player like Eze could be an ideal fit in that position, offering a consistent presence in the pockets and the technical ability to exchange position fluidly with the left winger. His creativity and dribbling would give Arsenal a new dimension, making their left side far more unpredictable and dangerous. His ability to play in pockets and collapse defences would be invaluable for Arsenal, a team that has struggled with central progression in the middle and final third this season. In my opinion, Arsenal's midfield needed changes. There's been a clear disconnect between the midfield and forward line for some time, and I think Arteta recognises that. which is why he's targeting players like Eze and Zubimendi, one player who can supply passes into the dangerous areas and the other who can cause havoc as a receiver. It will be fascinating to see how Arsenal lines up if Eze does join. Would he play on the left wing or an inside left role, similar to how he operates at Palace? I believe he's much better suited to the starting inside, where he can invite pressure and use his gravity to make life easier for his teammates. Plus, if teams sit deep, he has the ability to cut inside and shoot with ease, a weapon Arsenal have lacked. Eze isn't a slouch defensively either. He's shown a real willingness to engage when his team loses the ball. His ball recoveries stand at impressive over 5 times per 90, and his final third recoveries average 2.58 per 90. Very encouraging figures for an attacking midfielder, primarily known for his offensive quality. Eze is a high IQ player who's shown to play in various roles to a high level. He's trusted by managers. We've seen him for England this past Euros have cameos as a wing-back, and even in the most recent England game, Tuchel deployed him in a 2 up top, showing how much managers adore his versatility and intelligence. Ultimately, it does remain to be seen whether he joins Arsenal, but he is someone in my opinion who will be an instant hit, and is much needed at the Emirates. He'd solve a lot of problems in open play attack and give Arsenal more variety in their style of play. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be looking to do more player analysis in the future. Comment below which players you want me to focus on next, and what are your thoughts on Eze. Until next time, peace.